Welcome to Unbounded Potential's Go Beyond series with your hosts, Karen King and Salma from Radis. Our mission is to help you tap into your innate potential by providing you with cutting-edge speakers and leading-edge information.
You will receive the insights, tools, strategies, and mindset that you need to empower yourself so that you can empower others as together we empower the world. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Salma, and with my co-host Karen, we are very happy that you've joined us for a special Tuesday Q&A session tonight with modern-day mystic Peter Schenk. Now, James writes this about our guest. First time trying Peter's products, and I gotta say, I'm very impressed with Aquaware. It's very powerful and shows immediate effects. Pain I had for some time reduced significantly in a matter of days. It has so many other options, I don't know where to start. Most amazing thing invented, thanks, Peter. Now, we agree using Peter's software programs ourselves has proved amazing for us, but also so much fun, too. Remember, we're the original Karen. Girls just want to have fun groupies. Also, remember those questions.
They're the older group, though.
Yeah, that's the older one. But remember those questions Hillary, the astrologist, mentioned yesterday to ask yourself this week. Am I having fun? Am I seeing results? And is it easy? And if you can't say yes to at least one of these things, drop that potato and move into new and energized directions. Well, guess what? We're not dropping any potatoes, and we're moving into abundance and energized directions that we never thought possible before. Now, it's hard to believe how we look forward to each day to see what intentions we're going to concentrate on. And believe me, we've tried so many, like success in any endeavors and general well-being and financial means and abundance and perfect health, and the list goes on and on. But you know, the truly remarkable thing is we are seeing results, and we're going to be sharing and talking about that a little later. So, dear audience members, now this is your time to interact with our guest, too. So if inquiring minds want to know, bring on your questions for Peter. On the phones, press *2. On the webcast, submit your questions on the question submission box. I feel like tonight we're ready to put our seatbelts on. It just feels like so electric out there. We're going to be on a, crazy, cool, powerful, and astonishing ride with the ultimate mystic and seer. So, Karen, can you do a short introduction to our guest?
Absolutely. Tonight's returning guest is modern-day mystic Peter Schenk. He's a very contemporary energy healer, research engineer, and software designer whose programs and services have united people from around the world to free themselves of pain, negativity, self-limiting beliefs, and so much more. Peter had been working for one of the world's largest banks for most of his 15-year career after learning the basics of his trade at Boston's Wentworth Institute of Technology, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. So the majority of his early life was invested almost entirely into this intellectual aspect of life. But in the summer of 2004, there was a new calling. He followed the strains of a new song forming from somewhere deep inside of him that led him to believe that a new application for digital technology might be possible, bridging the digital and spiritual realms. Welcome to tonight's Q&A, Peter Schenk.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah,
he's a man of many words, isn't he?
Yes, exactly.
I just want to jump in the meat and potatoes. I want to hear what's going on. So
well, you got a lot of questions on the dashboard. We're going to get into those. But we'll just start off with a few questions. Peter, you have really revolutionized the process for recreating structured water. You're bridging the computer, digital age, the power of intention, and spiritual realms into workable software programs for people to use around the world. What was your inspiration behind bringing this program to the masses?
To push the envelope of what's possible, first and foremost, to help people. I once had an ascended master say to me, see the invisible and do the impossible. And that simple combination of words really floored me. It allowed me to just put the metal to the ground and start building things that were just so out of the norm. And when results started piling in, it just inspired me even more. I like products that would just work, that get results. They need to be simple. They need to be powerful, but the end result is what I'm after. And when you can deliver that to somebody in need, it's mind-blowing, the feeling that you get. And that feeling just, pushed me forward to develop the current line of products.
We're so glad you did.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's just and so was this Ascended Master, was that Germain there, Peter?
Saint Germain, yeah.
Saint Germain, okay.
He gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Saint Germain.
He's been an incredible spiritual guide for me since the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's been all over with every
when I'm astray from the path, he kind of gently puts me back on it.
Okay.
He's also endowed with me with incredible insight, on how things in the world really work. And a lot of those mechanics have been applied in the software, and at its core, the engine that makes it possible.
Well, when we're talking about the spiritual realms, you need that, you need that connection to source. That sort of makes it all go around.
Absolutely.
So Peter, why is structured water the key element in all of this?
It's the most programmable material on the planet. Water carries the memories of everywhere it's ever been over its 4.5 billion year period. We're comprised of, depending on what you read, 60 to 80% water. But it's important to understand that you don't want to program the water in your body. The water in your body is vibrating at multiple levels, and to program the water in your body directly with the software is not advisable. So a glass of water was the next best thing, right? Program the water, remove the memories, prepare the subconscious, drink the water, bring about the changes in the body. Straightforward, it's simple, it's everywhere. And that water, as long as here's an important part that someone actually asked me a question on at some point in the last couple of days. They asked me, once the water is programmed, is it always programmed? And you don't have to be gross or anything, but she's like, when you go to the bathroom and you flushing the programmed water out of you, is it still programmed? I'm like, absolutely. So she's like, it's giving back to Gaia or Mother Earth even beyond your own initial uses. And I was like, yeah. So it's important to understand that once the water is programmed, as long as it's not put in the microwave or evaporated, it will remain structured forever with the intent that you put into it.
Wow,
yeah, there'll be a lot of
elements there.
Now,
Radhi from Bangalore, she says, so I'm just going to go with this question here, is that she said, is it necessary for the user to hold the intent all the while the water gets activated, or do we just place the intent and let go?
No, they're fire and forget programs. And what I mean by that is if you're in Aquaware, once you hit the nucleate button, the only thing that's required of you for the speed of thought is to put your attention on the target water. That's it. That's all you have to do. You can push the button, put your attention on the water, go make a sandwich, come back and drink your structured water. It only requires the speed of thought. Software does the rest.
It's almost like, to me, a lot of people say, well, this is just almost like magical. It really is.
It's science. There's nothing magical about it either. You just open up your mind to what science is just starting to understand. And if you're intuitive, you already know it. The quantum realm is the end all of everything. It's everything. We are the quantum realm. And the only thing that you need to know is put your attention on where you want it to go. The rest is all done for you. That's it. Right. I tried to make these products as simple as possible. Fire and forget. Push the button, forget. Go do what you got to do. Come back. You're ready to rock and roll.
Love it. Love it.
Doesn't matter if the water's next to you. Doesn't matter if it's down the street. Doesn't matter if it's your neighbor's pool. Doesn't matter if it's halfway across the world. Doesn't matter if it's on Mars. It doesn't matter. The way the software interacts with the quantum realm is a place where there is no time, space, or distance. It's everything in simultaneity. You put your attention where you want it to go. You push the button. You're done.
And so it's not required to always have a glass of water in front of the computer, even if you're cleaning your neighbor's pool?
Nope.
Ah, okay. We just put
Water,
our attention on their
water
pool.
can be anywhere. You don't have to physically see it. You never have to physically see it. I have clients of mine that program water for their family all over the planet. They never see the water they're drinking. They just say, okay, it's in the fridge. Boom, it's done. That's it.
Yeah, I did that with my mom. Well, she was out one day. Yeah, Mom, I cleaned your water. You did what? and sure enough, this whole pitcher of filtered water tasted better than ever.
You know, I can't stress this enough. Be a child when you use these products.
Yeah.
Unlimit your thinking, thereby unlimiting your potential. Push the envelope of what is possible. You know, if you're afraid to do something, shoot me an email, call me, I don't care. I'll answer your question. But just do it. Just use it. Use it on your makeup. Use it on milk. Use it on an apple. Use it on the gasoline in your car. Just use it.
Yeah. Salma, tell your ginger ale story.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was using the intention. I think, I can't even remember what it was. I think on a little bit of mental clarity or something like that. And I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. So I poured myself some water, but I thought, I like to drink a little ginger ale. So I put that with it, you know, and the ginger ale was flat. So I put that with the water. You know, I did my intention and everything else there, too. And I was looking at my glass here. Little bubbles were coming, you know, from the interaction of the ginger ale. I mean, the ginger ale was flat. It was open, you know, like how you have the can that's open. But it was flat. The little bubbles were going around going like, ooh, this is okay. This is great.
Very cool.
It's like, wow, it's alive again,
And
right?
I got to say, just using the program brings out the little kid in you. But
Oh,
if you
does.
don't think you can, you know, have fun with this, like just play with it. It just kind of comes with it territory.
Well, you can, because you're looking at, you know, and I think you gear yourself to how you're feeling for the day. Like sometimes, you know, like I've had a cold that's been hanging on for a couple of weeks. I'm thinking, oh, I gotta, you know, I did the immune buster one, and I'm going like, wow, you know, and you know, 1 day, 2 day, and then I was thinking on Saturday there, you know, what's strange about it? You know, I'm questioning myself, and I'm realizing I'm not coughing as often as I had been. So I thought, oh, okay, this is good. This is good.
This is good. It's all good.
Yeah, this is good. So it is simple, but it's exciting. Which one, you know? Which one?
Try the root beer test. It's the one
root beer test.
It's the one flaw in all of the technology. For whatever reason, I've never figured it out, but it just turns root beer flat. I don't know.
Oh, is that right?
But
Oh, okay. My ginger ale, I came back alive again. I go like, whoa, this is pretty cool here. Watching this here. So yeah, it is simple. It is really simple, and it's just the choices that you have to make, and which one are you going to do here? So what about, like, people are asking, can you do 3 or 4 intentions? Like they're just not satisfied with one.
Years ago, we developed a piece of software called Alex, which is still available on the market at ALIIX.com. And it's about 3 generations behind the current lineup. And Alex had what we called quantum layering in it, which would allow you to put up to 7 intense into a glass of water. Okay? That is, cat's out of the bag. That will be one of the features in Aquaware 4.0. So you'll be able to select 7 intents and put them into the water. Today, with Aquaware, the Source 3, or the 12th Project 3.0, you can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. Very good. What would you say to someone, Peter, that says, I'm not sure I can use your programs or how to operate the programs. I'm a computer dummy. What would you say to that person?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
I'm not sure I can use your programs or how to operate the programs. I'm a computer dummy. What would
Can
you
you
say
turn
to
on
that
the light
person?
switch? Can you operate your microwave?
Yeah. There you go. That simple.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a billion-dollar Adobe systems company where you pay for support. If you have a problem with software, you contact me directly. My phone number is on the website. My email is on the website. I've helped legions of people very personally get software up and running. I've connected to their machine via a bazillion different methods. Just reach out. I don't bite.
No.
Not yet, but just reach out and, I can help you.
Right.
Peter's very good at that. But it can't be the Mac, right? Can't be the Mac or the XP, right? Because we've had a lot of questions about, well, where go my Mac?
All right, so I want to be clear on this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The software that's sold on the website today is strictly for Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 8.1 on a PC, okay?
Mm-hmm.
XP and Vista, the software will run on it. I just don't support it anymore. Those operating systems are 8 to 12 years old. The new functionality in the software commands 7, 8, or 8.1. Now, bringing it full circle with the Mac, I've had a dozen people in the last 2 weeks go out and buy laptops just to run the software. Okay, I've had probably just as many people go out for the Mac and install what they call Parallels. There's two major products out there, Parallels and Boot Camp. Boot Camp is infinitely more complicated to use, so I don't recommend it, but Parallels, it's very simple to use. And basically, it allows you to install the Windows operating system on your Mac. So you have a dual boot option. You can go into Windows, you can go into Mac OS. If you choose that route, once you have Windows installed, you can then, just like everybody else, click on the download link, download the software, and install it on your Parallels Windows on your Mac. But again, just to be clear, I don't support that. That's your choice.
Right.
It's an additional purchase. I don't know how much it is. It's probably $125, $150 to go out and get that. Parallels has their own support. You can contact them to install Windows on it. Once Windows is up and running and you've got the software down there, then I can help you.
Okay. Perfect. We have a caller on the line.
Again, just to be clear, I don't support.
Hi, Dorothy. Is that you on the line?
Yes.
Hi. What's your question
Hi.
for Peter?
Can you give me the definition of structured water?
Water that has changed its internal molecular structure of a very high vibration with a very specific intent. That is structured water. You take tap water and you freeze it. You look at it under a microscope. It's completely unorganized. You take the same tap water and you run water prep on it and then infuse an intent into it, and you freeze it and you look at it under a microscope, it's beautifully structured. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, your modality or your process for structuring the water, that differs from, for example, some companies sell machines that structure the water, or you run it through a device and it structures the water. That's what I'm trying to establish, the difference between.
I don't know anything about their process. I don't know anything about the mechanics behind what they do. If they claim it's structured water, that's fine. Buy the product, see if it works for you.
Well, I was wondering if and some of the products I already have. So is it better to use your intention on your intention software?
Well, the machine that you bought,
already
can you structure the machine that you bought? Can you structure water for mammal repellent?
For a mammal repellent or from a mammal?
Can you structure it with love? Can you structure it with social lubricant and any of the other 500 that are currently available on Aquaware? Or is it just structure your water?
Well, you're saying the word structure for you is putting the intention in. You're structuring it with an intention. And what I'm saying is if I already have structured water, can I put your intentions in that?
As long as you use the water prep on it to take the memories or the structure out of it, absolutely.
Okay. I guess it's just semantics. I'm sorry, but I was confused. There's so many
okay. I'm confused all the time.
out there.
It's all good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, but Peter, I have a question. So, okay, if I use, the ordinary tap water, okay, and I do your program on that, okay, and I do my intention, then if I have, like a distilled water or something like that, that would be more potent with my intention, wouldn't it?
I always suggest you use the highest purity water you can get to start with.
Okay.
Now what does that mean? There's a lot of companies out there that bottle water, and then when whoever tests them and say, well, it's no different than your tap water. It's really up to you.
Okay.
Use your intuition. If you're guided to use, a $100 bottle of Fiji water or whatever it costs versus your tap water, then do it. My recommendation is always use the purest water you can find.
Right.
And if it's tap water, well, it is what it is. It's tap water. It's not going to change, what's coming.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Selma, do you have any questions on the dashboard?
Oh, yeah, well, there's lots here. Okay. Okay, Wendy, I thought this is a cute one here, Peter. She's from Mexico. She's saying, been using Aquair for a few days. Thank you, Peter, Karen, and Selma. Aquair does more than promise. Mosquitoes now dance away from me to bite others. A new thing for me.
I can just picture that.
I really like that one there.
Doing the little Mexican hat dance, all these little...
Yeah, there you go. Look at me here like that. I guess, and her question is here, Peter, there. How can I use more than 3 intentions safely? Can she use more than 3?
And again, it's all your threshold, right? Where you vibrate, and the vibration of the water you're taking in. You can use 15 intentions a day. I recommend that if you're using it outside of the body to process something like mosquito repellent, insect repellent, anything outside the body you can use as much as you want, as many times as you want. That's fine. When you're dealing with your body, it's very important to achieve results very, very slowly in increments of maybe 5 to 10% max. And find your sweet spot, right? Okay, so mind clarity is one of my favorites. I wake up in the morning, I used to drink coffee, now I drink a shot of mind clarity. Find the sweet spot when you're getting results, and once you've achieved them, then move on to something else. I can say, okay, it's a law to use 1 intention on your body a day, but then I'm placing limits on you, and thereby limiting, or limiting your potential to become unlimited. So, just be careful of the detox, use your intuition, and have fun.
Okay. Who do we have on the call? Not sure. We have an anonymous caller. You're on the line. What's your name and your question for Peter, please? Hello? I guess they're not there. Okay. We'll go on to the next.
All right. We've got Miriam from Gloucester. Peter, she's saying, what is the source of the 9 symbols of creation? And that's on the source. She's a professional dowser, and she finds it to be very powerful.
So during the first interview, I kind of I talked about I'm at my best when I'm on the edge of consciousness with my hair on fire. And basically, that's just a semantic for the place where I go to get information. And I have many, many sources to tap into to get that, but my favorite is what I call a rabbit hole. The rabbit hole is magical. You go down it, you come back with incredible stuff. when building the current iteration of the Source 3, I really needed something that would really define reality, how reality is created. And when I was down in the rabbit hole, I discovered that I always knew intuitively that everything in existence has what I call a true name, and that comes from the source of a tone, a symbol, a spoken word, a thought, 15 or 20 different things. But I needed to know how reality was created. And what I came back with was 9 symbols of creation. And I hand drew them and wrote down the spoken words or the names. And I needed to, it was kind of like putting did it, with 1-inch pieces of paper to kind of figure out how they would fit. And then I needed to understand, how do I apply a user prep? How do I apply water prep? How do I apply pre-nucleate? And then how do I apply nucleate? And it was kind of like a symphony within the software as it's running over its collective 58 seconds or whatever it is. The symbols are taking your thought form and creating the path, which will bring you to the desired result. So, to answer your question, I got him out of the rabbit hole. How cool is that?
All right, Alice.
Yeah. Alice in Wonderland. So, okay, well, I'm intrigued here about this rabbit hole. Like, are you connecting with Source there, or is there anybody else? Are you downloaded with some information, or what happened?
The rabbit hole is, you call it a wormhole to the quantum database. On the quantum realm, there's a place called the Akashic Records. You may or may not know the term, but basically it's very much like the Library of Congress.
Yes.
It contains all information that was, is, and will be.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on who you are, you get very much something like a level of access where you can go there by any means that you can, and it's a library.
Mm-hmm.
You go up and down, and you take the books that you want, and you download the information, and then that information isn't the way that your human mind can interpret it, right? So, you read a book, and your imagination is running as you're reading, and collectively, the way your mind works, you're forming the story in your head based on your imagination. When you're in the Akashic Records, it's downloaded into your DNA, into your being, okay? Because your physical human mind can't interpret what you're looking at, but your DNA understands because they're light-emitting diodes, right? Mm-hmm. The information comes into your being, and then the story is created in your human imagination, and that's where the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. Very powerful place.
I like the way you've explained that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it seems to me that, we've had many people that talk about the Akashic Records on our calls, that, only certain people can get access.
Oh, shit. Oh, oops, sorry, I'm on the radio. Everybody can get access.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody can get access. That is, you see, that just pisses me off, okay? That just pisses me off because that is a sore spot with me. That's why when I talk about the whole new love age, blah, blah, blah movement, it just makes my skin crawl. Mm-hmm. This information is there for humanity. Everybody has the tool set to access it, but it takes practice. It takes practice.
So, Peter, would that be a kind of like a meditative stance that you have to go into, or?
If meditation works for you, great. I don't meditate. My mind races at 100 miles an hour. What the hell do I want to slow it down for? Okay. I just access information on the fly. That's the way I do it. I'm built to do it that way. If meditation works for you, that's great. I could talk for 2 hours just on how to access the Akashic records, but basically, whatever works for you works. Never second question yourself, because the reality that you're creating in your imagination is real. It's as real as me and you. Okay? If that means you're sitting in a Buddha style, you bring a white light down through your crown, you blow it out through your heart chakra, and you open your mind's eye and you're in the Akashic records. That's great. That works for you. Me, I'm just a little bit more, I just process it quicker. I do it on the fly. Everybody can do it. And don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something. Remember, see the invisible and do the impossible.
And go beyond.
Yeah,
that's why we call our show that. And go beyond. Absolutely.
That's right. We got it. Look at see, our namesake is all about Peter's work.
We've got a question here from Donna from Lapeer. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I love Aquaware. What does Peter recommend to shed the hard shell around my heart? I've used Broken Heart, Chakra Tune-Up, Heart Cleansing. Love. Okay, Donna, love. Is there anything else I could try? She's okay. He saw your question.
But Donna, specifically for you, okay, this is a little mission. I want you, after the show, to go out and do a Google image search for the rainbow scorpion, okay, the rainbow scorpion. And you do a Google image search for this, okay? And the rainbow scorpion that screams your name is the one that you want. And you're going to print that image off, and you're going to sleep with it under your pillow for 3 days while using the love intention in Aquaware twice a day, and your shell around your heart will be gone on the 3rd day.
Oh, love it.
So a rainbow scorpion.
Rainbow scorpion that screams your name.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Salma.
Okay. Okay, let me see here. Janine said, can homeopathic remedies like vitamins and mineral supplements be charged into water through one of your programs? If so, which one and how?
Okay, so I just sent out an email to my personal mailing list asking people if they wanted something different in Aquaware 4.0. And I got all kinds of beautiful ideas back, and what I'll do is at some point in the next couple of weeks, I'll disseminate through them, and I'll, kind of find out what resonates with me, and I'll put that into Aquaware. Now, if the vitamins and supplements are great, because if I have a list of 50 of them, I can create the frequencies to bring those through in water, absolutely. So if someone wants to create that list for me and send it to me, I'll sure put it in Aquaware, no problem. But today it's not possible. I haven't done it yet.
What I've done is I programmed some water, and then lo and behold, I did my vitamins, and I use a lot of water-soluble vitamins, and I've got to say they went down a lot better. And like vitamin C didn't have that same edge to it like it normally does. It was a lot smoother. And I take another one that has turmeric and all sorts of, goofy things in it that tastes rancid, but it works. And it took all of that bitterness and harshness out of it. So, I don't know if that's what she's referring to, but that was my experience.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, so maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try this, a caller again, see if she's here. Hello, you're on the line. Could you tell us your name and your question for Peter, please?
Is that me?
That would be you.
Oh, hello. Hi, Peter. Hi, Sharon, Salma.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, yeah, you're such a cutting edge person. This probably won't work, but I was just wondering I live in the country, I've begged them, I lived here 13 years, there's no way in the future that it looks like I'm getting high speed. They just can't be bothered to put a tower, I guess, close enough here, and I refuse to use dial-up. So I've got an iPad, and I was just wondering, is there any chance that you could figure out a way to put all this on your site that we could pay you to, have a password and access it? Is that at all possible? Because I would love to get involved with this.
You're talking about SaaS, software as a service, and I looked at this about 5 years ago. So basically, the school of thought around the time was to someone can rent an intent for an hour, let's say, so they pay whatever, and they from their web browser they log onto a computer or they run the software within the web browser, and you can do whatever you want for an hour. That is something that we'll be revisiting early next year.
Okay,
there's a couple. The technology has changed. Something like AWS from Amazon allows you to create virtual machines on the fly. Is it as simple as spinning off Windows 8.1, user logs into it, the software is up and running, or do I take the technology and port it to the web, and there's some type of interface? But you have to remember too, all of my time has been investing this in the .NET framework of Windows. So we do have some ideas on, where I want to take the technology. That is something that I will consider, first quarter next year. But iOS and Android might take the forefront, so the technology might be ported to mobile devices like your iPad. You can just download it from Apple Store
that'd be even better.
Play.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's in the works then.
It's in the works.
Yay! Now, how will we just check into your site? You'll have it posted there.
No, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
We'll let everybody know.
Peter's
Perfect.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'll suffer. Just joking. Just joking. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks.
Peter Sonilla from San Jose. Hi, Peter. Can I drink 2 or 3 different intent water at the same time?
No, not yet.
No. Okay.
Goes back to the other question. I mentioned quantum layering.
Okay.
It is an idea that we did play around with back in 2008. We released a program called Alex, which has quantum layering in it, but it will be revamped from the ground up for Aquaware 4.0, which will give you the ability to put up to 7 intents into a glass of water.
What a cocktail that will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really out of this world, eh?
You have no idea.
Yes.
And we can put a little cherry in there.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Again, if you're on the line and you have a question for Peter, this is your chance. Press *2. He's here for you tonight. Don't leave this call without getting all your questions answered.
A lot of people are using the dashboard for a lot of questions, and that's good.
Okay, so go ahead. You're next, Selma.
Okay. Okay, Larissa from Providence, she says, does Aquaware work with individual personal intents to manifest something specific?
No. Okay. That's what the Source 3 is.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to state your intentions on that one there.
Okay. All right. And we have, is it Rose? Rose from Texas. You're on the line. What's your question for Peter?
Well, I hate to even tell you guys, I am really, really behind. This is the first time that I've heard all this information, and I'm thoroughly
you've got
confused.
replays to listen to, Rose. They're still up for you.
Yeah, I've kind of been out of pocket, so I haven't really been keeping up with my emails, but I'm kind of confused as to the software and how it structures your water. I mean, do you put your water up close to your computer? Like I said, I'm really naive about this. I hate to even
actually,
ask that
yeah,
question.
you have to hold a glass of water above your head and hop around the table on one
Oh,
side,
you silly man.
Kumbaya for an hour, and then it works.
An hour. Yeah.
I told you I was really naive about all this.
Teaser.
Just in brief, all the software products work on the quantum principle. You put your attention where you want the intention to go. You push the go button, and you're done. That's it.
Push the go button on the software?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a water prep button, there's a user prep button, and then you select your intention, and press that, and you're done.
Rose, if you visit my website, moderndaymystic.com,
that's where I am right now.
And you check out there's videos up there of the software in motion.
Okay.
And you'll be able to check it out.
Okay. Well, I hated to even ask this question, but I'm a curious person. I know I'd be completely dissatisfied if I didn't get some kind of clarification.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah. And they're cool. They're cool to use. You're going to have so much fun if you see the Aquaware. I mean, it's just, you've never seen anything like that. You have to, like every day you make a choice. What's your intention going to be? What's your focus on? And there's 500 of them.
And are there testimonies on the website?
Yeah, there's testimonials, yes.
Yeah, there are.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, just quickly, I have a, Karen, did you get the email I sent you on the
I did,
testimony?
but I didn't have a chance to get that loaded up.
We'll talk about that a little bit later then.
Yeah. But I think I'll just send people instructions on how to leave a testimonial on your site.
Okay.
We'll do that. Yeah. I just want to mention, I don't know if Tracy's on the call or not. Tracy's my personal assistant, and she had an amazing story to share. And Tracy's had Crohn's disease for many, many, many years. And she used Perfect Health as her intention. She had a bad day the first day, but from that point on, everything was normal. It was just incredible. She's just amazed.
You see, that's the stuff I want to hear about. That's why, you know, these are the unsung heroes, if you will, of using this technology. And this is the type of stuff that needs to be on the website.
Yeah.
People's testimonies. I mean, it's mind-blowing. You see, that just invigorates me. Now I'm high as hell, and I want to go code for another 6 hours.
Yeah, no, she is just beyond. I mean, she's been going to doctors and hospitals weekly, I think, for years. And
so let me share a little analogy with you quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Medical practitioners today view the way their counterparts 300 years ago, they considered them butchers because of the way they're conditioned today. The technology that you're playing with is so far ahead of the bell curve that when that time does come, they're going to look at today's medical practitioners as the butchers were 300 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Everything changes,
and
so will they.
Wow.
What has been your wildest story that somebody has shared about using your programs? What were some of the results?
Had a nun of 30 years, retired nun, had stage 2 diabetes. When the first version of Aquaware was released in 2007, we had a 15-day free trial with it. She used a 15-day free trial, and her diabetes, according to her, was gone.
Wow. Was she on insulin and everything?
The whole gamut, all of
wow.
it, stage 2, whatever that means. I mean, I've seen some beautiful and bizarre things happen. I've seen water climb out of the glass. I've seen it soak through the glass. I mean, you know, just from your own experience with it, I mean, you see things that just defy logic. You know, I implore people before they even buy the technology or the software to go and Google Dr. Emoto and look at his YouTube videos. Watch what this guy did.
Yeah.
I just took his work to a whole new level.
A whole new level, yeah. It's just the best that's out there.
Right.
Okay, well, Beth from San Francisco says, is it possible that people can use this technology for other than love? Like, can they use it against others or themselves?
Okay, so the governing principles of what anybody ever does when they build something that helps people is it has to be the highest intent, the highest vibration, the highest love, right? So if you wanted to make your mother-in-law sick, it's not going to work. It just doesn't work. It's not. The intelligence behind the software is Source, right? And Source very much has the consciousness and the aptitude of a 3-year-old. It doesn't have survival instincts like me and you. It doesn't need to. It's everything. It only understands the highest order of vibration and absolute love, right? And the software operates on those principles. So if your intent is to do harm or any other thing that is of a lower vibration, the software just won't work. It's that simple. So if you wanted to use it on your mother-in-law because she's a crabby bitch, and you want to just lighten her up a little bit, absolutely will work. And you can do it without her even knowing it. And even better than that, let's say you select love, you can put the intention of love out there for the water that she's going to be drinking over the next 2 weeks. Because remember, we're dealing in quantum reality, okay? There is no time, there is no space, there is no distance. Everything exists now. Use your imagination, man. Think outside the box. Push the limits of what's possible. So your crabby bitch mother-in-law is going to have a smile in 3 days. No doubt about it.
And, really, isn't that the way to go? I mean, and I'm sure we're just calling this virtual mother-in-law. She's just looking for more love anyway, right? That's really the bottom line.
Yeah, you're creating a higher vibration in the world. Of course it's going to work.
Of course, I love that. Yeah. We have another caller on the line. If you could tell us your name and your question for Peter, please. Hello? I don't know. I'm having trouble here. Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we'll try that again later. All right, Salma, it's your turn.
Okay. Larissa from Providence, how many glasses or buckets or water can you use a day? Like, does it make any difference? Like, how many glasses or?
Again, it's all based on your intuition.
Okay.
If you start to feel lethargic, sleepy, you're getting mild skin irritations, red eye, fatigue, or flu-like symptoms, I would stop because your body is detoxing. Again, start off slow. You can expect beautiful results because they'll be delivered, but your body needs to, especially if you're using it internally, your body needs to adjust to that vibrational level. Absolutely important. So, start off slow, a couple glasses. I recommend 3 to 4 ounces of water. Some people, they charge 5-gallon to whatever thing of Poland Spring, and that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sylvia, Inglewood, she said, I've just had my 3rd brain surgery. I'm excited to see how it all can help. Thank you, Peter. P.S., she says, you're hilarious.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Our audience members, you're feeling the love tonight there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I've got this one from Sharon from Missouri. Peter, is it possible that on a spirit level we can have a blockage that won't allow this to work? If so, is there a way to clear?
Nope.
Pardon me?
No. It'll always clear it.
It will always clear it. There you go, Sharon.
As long as the blockage, some people have blockages that they consider, and there's many different types of blockages, but if the blockage is there to protect you for a reason that you don't understand and may never will, the software won't work. The software will not override something that's there to protect you.
Okay.
So let's say you're in a car and you have a seatbelt on, and you're going to get into an accident. Well, and you can't take the seatbelt off. You know what I mean? You understand the analogy?
Yeah.
If the blockage is there to protect you or for a higher good, you won't be able to remove it. If it's a low vibe scum sucker, which I deal with all the time, boom, it's gone, no problem.
Right. And so I guess I could maybe take that further. So some karmic blockages are there for a reason, and maybe just beliefs that are blockages, they're just kind of a nuisance.
Well, define what a karmic blockage is.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that? I mean, karma, there's good karma and there's bad karma. You're driving down the road, you let the guy trying to get out and work, out into the lane. That's good karma. Bad karma is calling your crabby bitch mother-in-law a crabby bitch. You know what I mean? That's bad karma. It just is what it is.
Right. Okay. You explain that. Thank you.
Okay.
Salma.
We've got Lynn from Korea. She says, my question is, I have been using water twice daily, intending happiness, health, and abundance for myself, my partner, and my son. But suddenly it seems that my relationship is on the rocks, and I have insufficient earnings after losing 2 big contracts before starting Source. She's saying, shall I leave Korea or stay to the end? What shall I do?
So this is really, really important that people understand what they're dealing with, okay? Especially with the Source 3. The Source 3 is an incredibly powerful tool. It is the genie in the bottle. So if your intention when using the Source is I want to achieve A, B, and C, okay? That's your imagination, A, B, and C. Source picks that up and starts creating those life paths we talked about. But the end result, okay, and this is really important, is always better than what you imagine, A, B, and C. You're going to get X, Y, and Z. Do you understand? So if you're using the intention with your family and your marriage and your finances or whatever, okay, and things start coming apart, that's because Source is lining you up absolutely for something better, okay? Because your intention might be to have the best marriage, but your deck of cards on your book of life, that's not possible. And I'm being very honest with you. And that divorce, let's just say, for instance, is there. But on the other side, there's a rainbow, a pinprick of light. And Source is delivering that. And it's the end result that matters. It's always better, far better than what your human imagination can conjure up.
Okay. I'm going to try this caller again.
Something is better is coming. So what you would say to her that something is better is coming?
Absolutely.
Okay. There you go, man.
Mm-hmm. We have a caller here. I'm not sure where you're calling in from, but you're on the line. If you have a question for Peter, this is your chance.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, it finally can be heard. Thank you. So my name is Beth, and I'm curious about, trying to decide which one of these packages that are on the special would be the best one for me. And so I'm still confused about the difference in them. I know you've talked about it a little bit, but can you
Okay, so
more?
Again, in brief, all the software packages all utilize the same engine, okay? Just variant they're slightly different. So we'll talk about the 12th project. The 12th project is all about chakras.
Right.
Okay? If you want to clean your chakras and create 12 virtual chakras, that's the package for you. If you want to change your reality around you, bringing something, manifesting something in your life, the Source 3 is for you. Okay? Aquaware is intent specific. Okay? I've already programmed it with 500 selectable intents. You just pick what you want and you run with it. Does that kind of give you what you're looking for?
Okay. Well, it's not clear to me what the difference between the source. So the source is for anything, and the
source, if you want to
for
manifest something in your life, okay, career, love, new relationship, getting rid of the crabby mother-in-law, whatever, the source is for you. Like, well, let me ask you, what do you want? What are you trying to do?
Well, I would like several different things. So one of the things is I would like a new place to live.
Okay.
And I would like to let go of some old behaviors, and
okay.
I would like there to be flow of abundance in my life so that I'm not like always trying to have to figure out what it is I want. I want to be in the flow.
Source 3.
Source 3. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was easy.
Perfect.
I've got one of those buttons.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. I'm loving this.
Okay, thank you.
And I think you're hilarious as well.
Yeah, isn't he? Oh, who knew he's going to be on comedy tonight? Like that. Eh?
All
right.
Good question, Beth.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Lots of. Okay. Okay. Enos from Split. She's saying, how I'll know that water is responding to me. I know that I have to feel it, but how to be sure that it's not my illusion? What would you say to Enos, Peter?
How do you know it's not?
Okay. So I guess trust your intuition. Tell what your gut is saying.
You always trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I'm all about results. Okay? The products get results. You use the product. You ask me questions. You email me if you get a problem. You'll get results. That's it.
Easy peasy. I don't know. Have you asked this question yet, Salma? Larissa from Providence. Do you mean that we don't even have to use a tangible glass of water? You can just imagine the water someone drinks on the other side of the world if you want to help them?
Well, you're talking about future increments, and if that is your intention, yes, that will work. Okay. If you have them on the other end of the phone and you want to program their water, works just as well.
Okay. Selma?
So Beth from Silver Star, Peter, so if our water is marginal with bacteria or whatever is wrong with a person's water, will this make it drinkable water?
Cleanse and rejuvenate.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go. It's a yes to everything. Wow. Catherine says, when using the water on somebody else, do we do the user prep on ourselves or the people we're thinking about?
People you're thinking about.
Okay. Look at this. We're getting so many questions answered. Oh, so I'd like to know what Karen and Salma have experienced by using Aquaware. Have you noticed a lot of changes? Oh, Salma. Shall we go on?
Mega. People have been, kind of calling us out of the blue and,
and matching us up with people that we could only dream of being hooked up with. And people are saying, so-and-so wants to meet you, and this person has a list of 2 million people. I'm thinking, pardon me? and things like this have been coming out of the blue.
Yeah.
You're going to make me gray before my time. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You'll have to get an assistant. Tracy's great.
Yeah, we're going to. Yeah.
I better not pawn her off. We're going to need her.
And also the mental clarity, don't you find, Karen? It's just that it's just given us what we
know exactly where we're going, what we want.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
and we were in a place, I have to say about a month or so ago, that we were at true crossroads.
Yep.
And we weren't sure which direction we were going to go, and that's probably why you didn't see a lot of interviews. You didn't, we were confused because we've been doing this straight for over 4.5 years, without a break, working 16, 18-hour days, and I guess we're kind of burnt out. But we have like a new life has just flown through us and is a part of us, and we've got a mission, and life is fun again, which it wasn't for a long, long time.
It is.
Yeah.
And a new partnership with Peter and his wonderful software is just that it's given us that, like really mental clarity.
Yeah. I do want to also, like a personal, my daughter had severe menstrual cramps, you know how young girls are, and was just like whining. And so she doesn't live with me. I programmed her shower water, and before she even got out of shower, she called me, and the pain was gone. And she had suffered for 3 days straight. So it was so easy. It's just, I just pictured her shower water, and I said, okay, well, let's try and program the pain away, and sure enough, it worked, So, and you've heard some of Salma's stories. So, I mean, we're just blown away by this. Not only that, success in every endeavor. I had a tax issue that got reversed in my favor. That was worth probably $1,500 or more. Little things like that, and it's just like that's being in the flow, don't you think? When everything kind of just works out the way it's supposed to.
Just seemed like the first.
Am I babbling?
Like
Sorry. I just get so excited. So, Peter, we've opened up your 3 transformational offers again. Why are you excited to be offering this again to our listeners?
It's just listening to the stories of what people experience by something that I created. It gives me a high that has no equal, and it inspires me to do more. Make the technology, the program simpler to use. Cross-converge them into different platforms so everyone can carry around some type of water technology on their smartphone, Aquaware 4 is going to have a really cool feature in it, which will give you the ability to put the intent into a business-like card, and you just take that card around with you if you don't have access to whatever, and you just put your glass of water on top of it, or you move your attention from the card to where you want it to go, and it's done. That's coming. Just
right.
I mean, those are the unlimiting belief systems, of how far you can go with this. You're only limited by your imagination, and that really inspires me to push the limits of what's possible.
Mm-hmm. And so, folks, the Source 3, again, is if you're wanting to manifest something in your life. That retails for $197, and it's on sale for $157. The 12th Project 3.0 is all about your chakras and cleaning them. Retail, again, $197, on sale for $157. And your Aquaware 3.1, the Advanced Manifestation Water Restructuring Tool, it's got 500-plus intents. It is so much fun. We can't say enough about it.
Oh, wow.
It's just, and this is where we've been getting all of our results from. Retails for $297, and it's on sale for $257. So go to unbounded.com/offers/Peter-Schenk, SCHENK, and read all the details about these programs and people's testimonials, and you can make your decision with whatever resonates best for you, whatever you feel your needs are. Again, all of the prices are $40 off each program, which probably won't last much longer. I just wanted to read Megan's comment here. She's from Dripping Springs, Texas. It's a cute name. I'm on the 4th day of using software and having an energetic session with Peter. I was vibrating on a whole new level. It was amazing. But it completely freaked my husband out. He got outrageously freaked out. I'm working through this, but it knocked me down a few levels. Is this unusual that it's so obvious that others freaks them out?
Yeah, so this is a good point. Okay. So the whole planet in some capacity is waking up. Okay. And I use myself as a classic example. 9-to-5 guy, good job, blah, blah, blah. One day I'm sucked out of my reality and I'm like, holy shit, I'm programming, software. I'm creating software programs that structure water, and I'm pulling low vibe shit out of people and raising their vibration, okay? 99.99999% of the population of the earth is what I call the walking dead. They're not awake. Mm-hmm. And what she just explained is a classic example of that. So she's working with me on the phone, using the software, whatever, and her vibration is just going boom. She's giving off this crazy energy. Okay? The subconscious mind of her husband is picking up on that. Subconscious mind understands that, but his conscious mind doesn't. Okay? And that glow, that high vibrational love that's coming off of her blows people's minds. I mean, have you ever been in a restaurant and somebody walks in and the whole place goes zip, and they look at them for a fraction of a second, and then they continue on with what they're doing? That person is giving off a super high vibration. The subconscious mind picks up on it, understands it, conscious mind doesn't, and everybody turns for it. Or you're walking down the hallway, wherever, and people won't look at you in the eye. That's because you're vibrating at a high level. They don't understand it. Classic example. The husband doesn't understand it. He's freaked out, okay? But intuitively, he knows that that's a place where eventually everyone's going to get to.
Mm-hmm. It's so much fun to watch.
It's mind-blowing. I personally have a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm. I bet you do. Alice? Salma.
I like how Beth comes back from San Francisco and she's saying to us, "Did you meet Peter in Wonderland?" Yeah.
I ask myself that every night when I go to bed.
Yeah, we did. Oh, that's quite the story there. So we've got another Beth from Silver Stars that says, so if we were to test the water before and after, would testing show the difference?
Oh, you would taste
absolutely.
the difference.
And I implore people to test it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a water test. This is simple. Go to Amazon.com and buy a water testing, whatever, for $20. Test your water. See if it comes out with anything. And then take a same glass of that water and treat it with Cleanse and Rejuvenate from Aquaware, and then retest it.
Mm-hmm. It does taste differently.
It tastes wonderful.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Absolutely. Betty from St. Charles. For people who are allergic to processed sugars, is there a way to deactivate the unhealthy effects of sugar on the body?
The short answer, easy answer is yes. The harder answer is I don't know if there is an intent for that in Aquaware. But if you visit the website under the Aquaware page, there is a intent list that comes with the software that you can download, and each intent has a little description. You can just search in Adobe Acrobat Reader and find what you're looking for sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Ratty from Bangalore coming back, is it safe to take one's medication, not the vitamin supplements, with charged water?
I always recommend to people that if you're on a medication, you're taking supplements, you continue doing whatever's been prescribed to you or whatever your daily regimen is, because whatever you're taking is going to be greatly enhanced by the use of Aquaware.
Okay. So
it's going to work better. And so you might want to check with your doctor, too, to monitor those meds, right? Because they might need to be reduced or changed or something, right, if they're working better.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah. Kveta from BC. I purchased Aquaware 3.0. Is there something for pest control and anthills?
Pest control definitely. Ant control, I don't know. You'd have to look at the list.
Well, I consider them pests, so I would use the same one.
I mean, you know, you can really use the intense cross-platform, right?
Yeah.
So try the insect repellent on them. I don't know if it's an insect or not, but, you know, just try.
Yeah.
Okay, Dolores from Ecuador, Peter. What is the purpose of the skins on the Aquair dashboard? For example, the money skins. And then
I don't know. I just thought it was cool to put it in there.
Okay.
You know, it comes out of the box with, I don't know. You ever used a word processing program? It just looks boring after a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you can put the Halloween theme in there and have little burning pumpkins on there, I thought that was pretty cool. So
well,
there
actually,
you go.
Firefox, they have those different skins too on their browser.
Yeah.
The Firefox. So I've actually got the spring one, which I kind of like. There's a little boat at the bottom. It's kind of fun, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to continue with her question here, Peter. How many days do you repeat an intent? Do you just continue with only one intent until it manifests and then begin another intent?
Look, you're only limited by your imagination. You can use the intent every day of your life. You can use it until you achieve your results. I don't know. Play with it. Find out what works best for you.
Okay.
You know, as much as I create this stuff and give you an instruction set, I'm in as much uncharted water as you are. I don't know. What works for you works for you. I can't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Just play. Be the child.
Yeah.
Explore. Yeah. You know, what did Mark Twain say one time? Cast off the bows, you know, explore, sail, whatever. I mean, just have fun.
Okay.
Because if it ain't fun, what the hell's the point of it?
Yeah. No. And it's all about having fun. Like we just, you know, like we can't wait in the morning. Okay, which intention are we going to use? You know, where's my water? And it's like you get into that routine and you know, and then you have those aha moments. You know, something happens, somebody calls you. Ooh, it's so exciting.
When the synchronicities start.
Did you know what just happened?
When the synchronicities start, that's when you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it started big time for us here, so
it did.
Unbelievable.
Within the last week.
So Tanya, she's from Silver City, says, I bought the Aquair about a week ago, can't get it to work, running 7 downloaded, and still keep getting the access to file denied help.
Email me.
Tanya, yeah, so maybe send us an email. And
I sent that to Peter already.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm on the ball.
Okay, there you go.
Excellent.
Little Miss Customer Service here.
Yeah.
Right.
Anybody having any questions? I mean, Peter is so very helpful.
Right. If you're on the phone, you have a question for Peter, press *2, and we'll get to you right away. If not, you can always email us later, and we can forward those questions. Right, Peter?
Of course.
Which I've been doing anyway, without his permission.
So Mariko from Sapporo, Japan, how is this different from scalar energies?
I don't know anything about scalar energy.
Right.
Okay, we have Anu from West Hollywood. Just ordered and received the Source 3. Now listening to the questions, I learned that it won't work for my laptop, and I'm not really the brightest light on the computerized chandelier. Now what? I haven't used a PC in years. I'm not sure what Anu is using.
Because it should be, because we've got laptops. It works on our laptops.
It works on our laptops, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what system you have, Anu. So just send us a little email, tell us, and we'll give you the answer that you need. So info@innerhealingcompass.net or Unbounded Potential empowerment@gmail.com, and we'll answer your question for you.
I like this one from Sharon. Peter, can you change the rain that is falling for the plants and trees?
Oh,
yeah.
Good question.
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, so they could be
so
raining.
Here's a little experiment.
Growth.
If anybody fishes out there, right? If you're going fishing, put the intent in the pond, the stream, wherever you're going, with super oxygenation. I can't say that word. Super oxygen, whatever. And watch the results that you have. And that's all I'm going to say.
All right, for those fishermen there, do try that. You've got
Selma,
the program.
your brothers are all fishermen, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. Get them to, yeah, maybe I should do that, right?
Yeah, for the Pacific Ocean when they go to Campbell River.
Yeah, that's right. I guess they're going to be going
Painter's Lodge.
Yeah,
Painter's Lodge. Let's just oxygenate the water there.
Yeah. They probably get a whale or something like that.
Or one really big salmon.
Tip the boat over.
Yeah. So do you have any more questions that have come in? I don't see any more. Oh. Okay, Ratty's coming back. Is it absolutely necessary that the person for whom the water is intended drinks the water for getting the results?
It depends what you're trying to achieve. Things outside the body, clearly not. Things inside the body, yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, I think we've gone through most of them, Selma. Is there any more that you saw?
Lots and lots of questions. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Peter.
Oh, we ain't done yet. I want everyone to get a glass of water. We're going to have a little fun.
Okay. All right.
I have to go get a fresh one. Hold on.
I got one ready just in case.
Do you? I have to go to the kitchen.
And you did that one with the apple, too. Do you want to tell our listeners about that one there, too?
Yeah, some experiments that you can run. Take an apple and cut it in half, or cut it into 4 pieces or whatever, and charge half of the apple with an intent. Cleanse and rejuvenate. I keep going back to it because it's one of my favorites, and we're actually going to do that in a minute. And let the 2 apples sit out for an hour, a day, whatever, and just watch the difference between them. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, that's the apple experiment.
There's actually there's some YouTube videos out there that some people had done with the experiments with fruit. They're kind of interesting to watch.
All right. Okay, I've got my water. Does everybody have their water? I hope so.
Yeah. Now, can I just quickly? Okay, Larissa from Providence. Can you clarify again difference between water prep and user prep?
Water prep removes the memories and any imprinting from the water. Okay. User prep conditions the subconscious mind for acceptance. Okay, so if you use water prep and you use an intent on yourself and you're not seeing the desired results, use user prep. Okay, and then you'll start seeing the results that you want.
And then she goes on to say to use one after the other. And I think there's just a little system. We always do water prep, user prep, and then the intention.
Yeah, whatever works for you. I'm just giving you the tools. Use them any way that you see fit. I give you an instruction set that says do 1, 2, and 3. But if you want to do 3, 2, 1, then if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah.
Use your imagination. Play. Have fun.
You have to experiment. I think that's what we found out, right, Karen? Like you really
Absolutely.
have to experiment. And even
fun.
like the the power levels and stuff like that, we've been increasing some of them,
Yeah.
So we want to see what's happening here. And it's like you got to play.
Yep.
You find, and you're almost like becoming, like what what's the perfect, intention for you, and just working on that and thinking, okay, I'm going to increase the power, the next day or something like that. If you're feeling a little bit, not so great, then you cut back the power. I mean, that's what we're learning. I mean, we've been at it for 2 weeks, but we're learning lots and lots and something more every day.
That's right.
Okay, we are ready.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, that's right. Ever ready bunny here.
Okay. Ready. We got our water.
Yeah, we got our water.
Show now.
Got their water.
I'd like everyone to raise their right hand over your bottled water, your glass of water, or whatever. And you'll feel the energy running down through your hand into the water. Give everybody a minute. I'd like everyone to put their attention on the water and repeat the words, I honor the space in which you exist. the energy flow through your hand into the water will increase. We are programming the water with cleanse and rejuvenate. Okay, I'd like everyone to drink the water and notice the taste and the texture of it.
Very smooth, very soft.
Didn't
For
taste
me,
like water.
Pardon, Selma?
Mine didn't taste like water.
It didn't?
No.
Now, notice where it's moving energetically within your body.
Mine's in my throat. Selma?
No, mine's not bad with my right leg.
Your right leg?
Yeah.
You gonna start twitching or what?
I don't know. Not sure.
Again, that one was cleanse and rejuvenate, so it's possible that the energy is going to move to an area that needs to be rejuvenated, and it's going to clean it.
Oh, Beth came back from Silver Star. That is so freaky. Ha! I tasted mine before, and it was kind of minerally. Now it's thicker, sweeter, and so darn good. Yay, this is what we're trying to tell you, ladies. Yeah, and any men listening, for sure.
Yeah, it's got like a sweeter taste. It doesn't taste like water.
Wonderful, wonderful. We had another question that came in from Linda from Bristol. He talks about quantum physics, but then says you can't use more than one intent. This doesn't jive. Is it just we aren't ready for more than one intent, or is he just talking about his program? Dowsers put intents in water all the time. There is no limit.
Well,
we just need to clarify that.
So I developed the software, and the way I created it, it's specifically for one intent in the software. I'm sorry, in the water.
Yeah.
If you want to layer it, be my guest. That's a feature that will be coming out. So let me reiterate that that's a safe feature that will be coming out in Aquaware 4.0.
Right. And two, as you had mentioned, if you're doing an intent for your body, one. But if you're doing an intent to get rid of ants or pests or to, program the water that's coming down from the heavens, go for it, right? As many as you want.
Absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty.
So
okay.
Pat from Priest River. Thank you, ladies and Peter. Very informative and good questions from the tribe. Hugs, Pat.
The tribe. Don't you love that? Ratty says water was thicker and sweeter. Nice. Without sugar. Better for you. Yay.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing that, Peter.
Yes. We always love to do that.
Oh, we got one more question. Hello, you're on the line. Yep.
No, it's not a question. I was just going to tell you that my water, it's hard to explain being an energy worker myself, but as it's coming towards my face, it almost feels like a solid. And then it enters my body, and it went to the two spots where I was injured in a car accident. So fascinating stuff, Peter. Thank you.
Oh,
but I can't explain it how, it tastes different. I can't even put my finger on the taste. But it feels like a solid as it's coming towards my face. I don't know how to, I know, it sounds crazy. I'm really not.
Peter's used to crazy.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you. I don't know. It's just hard to put into words.
But it went to a place that needs healing, so that's all.
Oh, definitely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Susan.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And I guess one last question for Janine. She says, Peter, can you add new water to already charged water and have it the same potency?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to answer that one because I've done that. And the answer is yes.
There you go.
Done that. Yeah, for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of reminds me of a little story about something called the elixir of immortality in the stone. And the stone in the alchemist's world is something that is a 9-month birthing process. And the alchemist goes through this immensely difficult ritual to create something about the size of an egg that is, according to written scriptures and the alchemist, looks like a piece of amber. And the story goes that once you've created the stone, you take the little pea size off of it and you bang it into a piece of lead. And that lead turns to the most densest gold there is. And you take that piece of gold that was created and you divide it in two. So it follows the Fibonacci mathematical sequence, 137, blah, blah, blah. And that original pea size of the stone has the ability to create 20 tons of the purest gold. So that formula follows suit with, the way source works, right? So the analogy, if it holds true, would hold true to the water. You put the intent in the water, and you have it, and then it just keeps the same potency going over, maybe a swimming pool, I don't know. But you kind of get the idea, so I guess it would work. Never tried it.
Again, play with it, folks. It's mind-blowing, really.
In my water, I have a little circle in my water.
You have a circle in your water?
Yeah, right. There's a little O right in the middle of my water glass.
Oh, go figure.
Maybe Oprah is coming or something.
Maybe that's our next surprise.
Maybe or something like that. I'm looking at my water. I have a perfect little O. Okay. There you go. Okay, that was just great. Great.
And then Pamela from Ventura says, my water left a foggy pattern on the outside of the glass with long lines going to the bottom of the glass. It felt silky to drink.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And Beth says from Silver Springs, so if I have gold in my hot spring water, if I set the intent for there to be more gold, would this happen?
Oh, who knows?
Don't know. Give it a try.
Yeah, give it a try. And when you want some help moving the gold, we're available. All three of us. 3-package deal.
And Pat comes back. I'm going to use the water with my honey and milk facial. Ooh, sounds luscious.
Ooh.
That's cool. And that brings up another point. Use the software on your beauty products. Absolutely use it.
Okay.
Cleanse and rejuvenate.
Right. Wow.
So you would use cleanse and rejuvenate on your beauty products?
Yep.
Okay.
Just do something simple like your shampoo.
Okay.
Or, another fun one is alcohol. Go out and buy a really crappy cognac if you're a cognac drinker and hit it with cleanse and rejuvenate. 30 seconds later, you're drinking a VS quality.
Or a good bottle of wine or something like that, right?
In fact,
it takes the acidity right out of wine. Right out of wine.
I had some
you can drink a bottle and you don't get a headache. It's amazing.
Yeah. I had some visitors coming from Australia in June, and he said, make sure the wine is good. Well, I've guaranteed him now that the wine's going to be better than he's ever had.
And they'll be asking you, Karen, what are you doing? Well, I'm prepping the water bottle, the wine bottle here. I'll be right back.
There you go.
Just sit yourself down, enjoy yourself. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one more from the phone, and then we got to go.
Come on, we're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's on the line? Hello? You're on the line if you have a question for Peter. They can't hear me. I can't hear them. I'm not sure who. Hello? Nope, not going to happen.
So Beth and Silva Star, she's coming back, and she says, is Cleanse and Rejuvenate on the Aquawear program? Yes, it is, right? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, this is interesting. Oh, Peter is a handsome man. Who said that? They didn't leave their name. Oh, secret admirer.
Uh-oh, Peter.
Anu again from West Hollywood, if permitted. Does jewelry on your right hand interfere with the energy going into the water?
No.
No. Easy peasy answer. So, good. I think we've pretty much got it done.
Awesome.
Salma, you think so?
Yeah. Well, I'm ready.
Again, I mean, if anyone has any questions, you can email me, you can call me. I'm on Eastern time, so I am human. I have to sleep, so no phone calls in the middle of the night. But during the day, that's cool. Send me an email. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's great for that.
And Karen is going to send out an instruction form on how to post testimony on the website. I'm a huge proponent of feedback. I need feedback. I need to know what you're experiencing. I want other people. I want you to share your experience with other people. So the new website has a forum on it. And, I check it every day. I check it 100 times a day if people interact on it. So, leave feedback on the website. Use the forum to ask me questions. It's a great medium. I can answer the stuff on the fly, on the go. And other people can read, questions you're asking. It's a great way to interact with other users of the software. It's kind of trying to create that, community type of environment on the website. So, yeah.
Right, and you never know when your story could influence somebody else's and lead them in the right direction and help them. And that's really what we're all about. Right, Salma? That's what we do. That's what we do. Thank you, Peter, for being with us once again. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Is there any final words you'd like to leave us?
Again, just be with the software. Get in touch with the intelligence behind it, and it will absolutely rock you to your core and change your life for the better and the people around you.
Thank you.
I feel like saying, be one with the software. You know how they...
I like to
see you in a costume, Salma. Like one of those Star Wars costumes.
Yeah, that's right.
May the source be with you.
Yeah, that's
there you go.
Source be with you. There you go. We got her. Be one with the software. Always delightful, Peter, and again to you, our wonderful listening audience. We could
our tribe.
Yeah, our tribe. You are just, superlative. We can't say enough about you. Your caring and your honesty and your integrity and your feedback to us. We read all your notes that you send us, and we're just so very, very happy that you're a part of our community. So we thank you for joining us on our Go Beyond interviews. We appreciate each and every one of you and your commitment to being more empowered, and please continue to create amazement, everyone. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We truly hope you enjoyed today's presentation to assist you in going beyond.
Until next time, be more, love more, live more, and never settle for less.